Yeah, hello, Uwe George from Rides in a Storm here. Yeah, nice to see you from Gearspace.com. So, what's new? We did some crazy hot models. You can see here a quad envelope generator called QEG, and we did 4 of the FEG, a single ADSR into one model, and added some additional feature. So each channel has attack time, decay time, sustain level, and release time. You can loop it. This goes into auto rate. You have different times. We have a reset. We have a one shot. That means you can also trigger the whole envelope without having any gate. This is cool for trigger sequencer for drums. So when I trigger this, the whole envelope goes in loop, and one shot mode get the whole phase of the envelope. At the end, we have an LED to show the CV position. There's also a manual trigger in the beginning, and we have the switch between slow and fast. So we have different times and a little bit more peak in the short version. But this is same like FEG. So we have inverse out for each channel, normal out, and now this is new. A mix of all 4 channels, a mix out, positive and negative, and for each channel 4 trigger outs. That means this is begin of a gate, end of attack, end of sustain, and end of release. So you can trigger itself to generate multi-stage envelopes, or you can trigger other modules like filter pinging, drum modules, other envelope generators, whatever. And in auto rate you can create drones, oscillator. So at all we can create 4-voice drones. This is really fancy. So I could, for example, make an example here. End of attack, we go into loop mode. So I feed it to the mixer. I take this out to my So we hear really deep. So I can put 4 of them to generate really weird tones. Or I make a filter ping. So we have filter pings. Sounds really interesting. Now I put another one to my mixer. For example, this. I'm not sure I'm right here. I hope so. Yeah. Just the second channel. Not the right cable. I'm the wrong. I'm the wrong output. So now it should be better. Anyway. This is some of the features. So we go back to normality. The envelope generator itself sounds really snappy. So, next model. There are a couple of videos also online to show the possibilities of this really versatility module. Next, we have the DMO. Brand new. It's coming out in the next 1 or 2 months. There's a dual LFO analog with an immense range of 2 minutes to 6,000 hertz. So let's check some modulations. I go here inside. I am inside. Always good. So go out. First here I go inside my perfect. Really slow. Now it's CV control. That means I can create FM sounds with 1 volt each octave. We have, I make a bit slower. This is triangle, and we can go with a crossfader to ramp or to saw. With the switch, I change to pulse wide. And we can also modulate the crossfader, so we get pulse modulation sound. The interesting thing of this model is you can use it as VCO, as also as a LFO. We also have sample and hold here. Let me check. We have a sync, so the waveform starts from the beginning. On the other side we have sine wave, and now at least we have cross modulation. Also cross modulation is CV controlled. You get really weird sounds. I think this is what the modular world likes. So now I feed it to my mixer, and now we get an oscillator. And this oscillator speed. So now we have an oscillator. Pulse wide. Sine. C-angle, ramp and saw, and again pulse wide. And now I can modulate. Check another cable. This out. I want to modulate the waves. Now I can modulate the pulse width. Okay, this is to DMO. At least we have two small utility modules like QA. This is a quad attenuator. Just put in a CV and you get out a attenuated signal for a channel. Or without patching, you get from 0 to 10 volt an output CV signal to control devices. Next to QA is NGM. There's a 2-channel 5-in passive and a mixer with an active out. So you have a active gain control at the end, and all signals, they are equal, they have the same volume. 2 channels. This is really easy to use if you want just mix waveforms in the same level, and you to save a lot of space for polyphonic use or just mix some waveforms without have the detailed control. And the sound is really clear and fat, and it goes into overdriven also. But I think this is better to demonstrate to hear on YouTube channel. Otherwise, it's getting crazy. Here, at least, is a prototype of our SCD single-ended discrete filter. Everything is discrete, and the sound is massive. Really powerful. It goes with 12 dB, 24 dB, and have an overdrive. Let me check some sounds. Header bass compensation. This is with overdrive. Sounds really powerful. With this one, without overdrive. Retains the clarity of the bass and have really brilliant resolution in the highs, and sounds really raw and powerful. So I think we have them all. Yeah, thank you for listening. And have a look at www.rights-in-the-storm.de.
Price and availability.
Price. Availability, QEG is in the shops now, cost €249. DMO, we have it in 1-2 months, is €129. SED is around 149 because have also an inbuilt discrete VCA, so it's VCF and VCA, and comes with a HFG, a high pass filter, comes together. So in the next 3 months, QA and NGM is available in the shops. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
And see you at gearspace.com.